Welcome to Will at Work. I'm Kevin. Today we're looking at the Xbox Series S, and this is Microsoft's lower priced Xbox Series unit. It's kind of an interesting little thing. It cost about $300, and it doesn't have a disk drive in the sense of a DVD or CD or Blu-ray or anything ROM. It does, of course, have an internal SSD drive. I also added an extra drive to it to give it more space because it's a bit limited. The interesting thing about this system is while it does use more advanced processor and graphics, it actually has less teraflops than the Xbox One X. Which they discontinued immediately once this was released. This system, the Model S, is designed to play games on 1080p, sometimes like at a little bit higher resolution than that, like 1440 or so. But for the most part, it, with the ray tracing and stuff, it'll struggle. It doesn't have quite enough RAM to really do a true 4K display. So it's probably going to be pretty much pegged for people that are still on 1080p TV screens. It is nice, but the interesting is the Xbox One X worked on 4K screens, and again it did 2 extra teraflops in performance. So some people will sit there and say, well, you're comparing 2 different systems, and man, this does ray tracing and all that. Yeah, it's all true, I guess. But, I mean, the bottom line is it's still a, mathematically weaker system than the, there's teraflop. There's no way about it. Xbox One X, run circles around it. So, anyway, there's more to it than all that. But the reason I got this listed separately is just because hardware design-wise, this one is not a clone of the Series X, which is its big brother. While they are writing games to work on both, I think we all know that that's probably not going to be forever. Like, there's going to be a point where they're going to make exclusive games for the Xbox Series X that take advantage of its added horsepower, and that this one will be more relegated to playing, lesser titles. Not yet, and we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. How about that? Maybe Microsoft will stick to their guns on this one, and they won't use the full power of the Xbox Series X, but that would be dumb when it's competing against the PlayStation, but whatever. Also, I would just say that this particular system, I hear, you can put it into like a developer mode. It's not that difficult, and you can actually run emulators on it, and apparently it runs them really well in a lot of cases. So if you're into the emulation and you really want to play games on an emulator running at high speed, this is a pretty good system to get for the money. It's $300, and you know how it is with these sorts of things. If you don't get it now, in a couple of years, it's going to be a lot cheaper. And I think really what Microsoft is kind of aiming to do with this piece of technology is to really kind of shrink this down eventually, and build it into TVs, build it into entertainment systems and stuff, so you can get Xbox everywhere. It's just a little bit too big right now, but these things get smaller and cooler and all that sort of stuff, you're going to probably see Xbox Series, with a different letter being introduced inside of a built-in TV, or who knows, car entertainment systems and that sort of thing. I think that's really where they're going with this. Because the Series S and the Series X, there's bound to be more series in the Xbox Series. But anyway, we're just one for the count. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.